Get ready for high school action on the place for local sports, The Score. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college. Over 40 academic degrees and certificates and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta Vassalboro line. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Joseph's Market, Front Street, Waterville, famous for fine meats. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. Computer Improvements, Water Street, Skowhegan, your headquarters for computer maintenance. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. And by Dixon's Country Market in Benton, celebrating 10 years with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Jerry Poulin Memorial Field here in Winslow, where this afternoon here on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW The Score, we bring you live coverage of the Winslow Black Raiders taking on the Brewer Witches. I'm Mike Violet. He is A.J. Knight. And on a cold, cool, blustery day where we expect some rain here in about an hour or so, two football teams trying to get on the winning track. For Brewer, it's a season-long losing streak so far. They're 0-5. And for the Winslow Black Raiders, AJ, they won their first two, lost their last three.
Yeah, Brewer, the numbers not painting a pretty picture. Averaging under 5 points per game, giving up nearly 45 points a game, which is not a good, obviously, number statistically. However, I will say Belfast in the last game we had at Winslow, they came down, they dropped 41 on the Black Raiders, which I believe on the season was about their season total at that point. I think three games in, they had scored, 42.
Yes.
So this Black Raiders team has never disappointed in terms of the entertainment factor when we come to cover here in Winslow at Poulin Field. The question for the Black Raiders is going to be ball security.
Yes, fumbles, no interceptions per se because they don't throw the ball hardly at all, but hanging onto the football. Last time we were here for that wild one with Belfast, Matt Curian, who is arguably the best player on the Winslow team and is such a terrific runner and a very good defensive player, and normally sure-handed, was letting the ball squirt out all over the place, including on the last play that Winslow had the ball in the game, and that ended the game. And so ball security, we've been hearing about it now for weeks with the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. We saw Skowhegan last night, a team that talent-wise is still working back from losing all of those seniors last year. They turned it over 3 times. It is so important when you have a talent gap. You've got to at least hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and the last game against Belfast, Winslow put 6 fumbles on the ground. They recovered 3 of them, and like you said, none more heartbreaking than that last one on the kick return to take away any chance they had to even potentially win the game. And then against Madison, they lost 2, I believe, put 3 on the turf and threw a pick in that game. So in the 2 games we've done with Winslow, 6 turnovers.
Raiders opened with a win over Old Town 25-7, beat Madison in the game we had here 16-14, got hammered by Nokomis 36-14. The Belfast game, the shootout 41-35. Last week they go down to Lisbon and lose a toughie to the Greyhounds 20 to 19. So a 3-game losing streak for West Littlefield's Winslow Black Raiders. And as AJ mentioned with all of the numbers, they really aren't very pretty from the Brewers' standpoint. The closest game they have had so far is 28-0, a 28-point game to Hamden Academy. But at an email conversation with Scott Flagg yesterday, yes, he said, it's been a very tough year. These kids have learned a lot. We've got a big roster. There's a good amount of players out for Brewer, and he is hopeful for the future, and he's got a nice junior quarterback in Captain Ethan Levitt, who we expect to see run and carry the football here today.
I mean, that's going to be the key to success. Again, both Madison and Belfast came in here struggling offensively on the season, and we saw Madison's big thing. They turned the ball over 3 times as well in that game as Winslow did, but they couldn't stop committing penalties. They had 2 touchdowns nullified because of penalties. And then Belfast came in here, and, man, they flung the ball around. So there's a chance for Brewer to maybe have a little bit of get-right game offensively, though I expect Winslow, even if this weather was beautiful and sunshine, they're going to pound the rock. In the 2 games we've done, Kirian and Fortin have combined for over 500 rushing yards in 2 games.
Yeah, Winslow's not going to try to do anything other than meat and potatoes. Here it is. Try and stop it. Right now, the track is okay. It's not wet right now, but it could be a muddy one and a mutters kind of day in the second half because the rain is supposed to be on the way. We are almost set for football. The Raiders and the Witches about ready to get it on from Winslow High School. We're back with the opening kickoff here as Winslow breaks the banner and comes out on the field on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Nothing brings people together like good food, so when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta, so there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards, so be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet and A.J. Knight back here live at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. Sean Packard is our videographer once again here today as we get ready for Brewer and Winslow to get it on. And I think one thing about this game for Winslow, yes, they have lost 3 in a row and they're 2-3, But this is a possible trap game. You don't want to overlook anybody at this point in time, and even an 0-5 team, because I think it's your nature to try and almost do so, and you have to try to fight it off, but they've got to be very careful today not to overlook this Brewer Witches team, because one thing that I did kind of poke around and find out about this week is they don't stop playing. They've been blown out, but they're going to come after you hard.
Yeah, I think especially when you talk about the one big thing I think that has been an issue for Winslow this season has been the unforced errors. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the defense, specifically the Lions and the Madison Bulldogs, who we've seen play against Winslow. They had a factor in some of those turnovers as well. But again, in the 2 games we've covered, 10 fumbles, 5 of them lost, and an interception, again, that should have been a touchdown, was nullified by a penalty. That is, regardless of if motivation or not, if you're not going to execute, you're going to have a hard time beating anybody.
Brewer has won the toss, and the Witches have elected to receive. Last night, the Lawrence Bulldogs beat the Skowhegan Riverhawks by a score of 47-14. That game is up now at centralmainsports.com. Go to centralmainsports.com, click on the vault. That game and every game we do is always there. This one will be later on today as well.
Yeah, give us, if you're a Winslow Brewer fan who maybe wanted to avoid the weather, listening, watching along, or you're looking for the vault later, you're going to have to give us a little extra time because your boys got to help with the UMaine hockey tonight.
Right, Maine hockey coming up, 4:30 pregame show from Alfond Arena or Jack Kelly Rink here at the Alfond Athletic Center at Colby College in Waterville. Maine and UNH playing in preseason hockey, all the proceeds going to the Alfond Youth Center in Waterville. And I'll be on the broadcast either between the first and second or the second and third period. Later today, John Shields, Larry Mahoney will have the call.
Do you get to drive the Zamboni?
I do not.
Dang it. That's a deal breaker, Mike. You got to negotiate for that.
That is kind of reserved for royalty, AJ. It really is.
Oh, that's right. You told me that when we had the playoff game.
You got to be somebody. Ben Thomas ready to kick it
somebody.
off. Ben Thomas ready to kick it off for the Raiders, right to left. And back deep to return for Belfast. It is Jake Perry on the far side, Jackson Bragg-Willett on the near side. The wind is a factor, and it's a very short kick, and it is taken by an up man, and a smart play there to get right on that by Bryce Smith.
Interesting, I know. Look, for those who do not or have not gone to the Vault, as you should, to see all of the broadcasts we've done since spring, Mike Violet's got a few bugaboos about sports. Bunting is one of them. And pooch kicks is another one. That being said, Mike, I don't think that's going to be the only one you see today with the weather and wind.
Yeah, I'm not going to put that in that category because I don't think it really was. 1st and 10 for Brewer. From their own 39-yard line for quarterback Ethan Levitt. He is a junior and a captain. They're spread all out, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Going in motion is Marithu, and the keep up the middle, and Levitt with all kinds of room outside 50. It's a foot race. Are we going to have our second straight game with the first play from scrimmage for a touchdown? No. Ethan Levitt is hauled down after a big gainer. He is all the way down to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line.
Yeah, started that one at the 39, so give him roughly, what is that, about 37 yards?
It is.
Going to be the 25, you're right, yeah, so give him 37.
42 yards officially on the run, so 1st and 10 for this winless Brewer team. Just inside the 25-yard line. Wide to the right side, Stephen Youngs. Wide to the left side is Brody Muncie. Levitt in the gun. Calls for it, hands it off. Left side, it's Bragg-Willett, and he blasts up and gets blasted. In the middle of that line there for the Black Raiders on the stop was Broderick Bimson, who's developed into a good one for Winslow. Today's game is brought to you by Central Maine Community College in Auburn. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates. And they are having their open house a week from today, 9 to noon. Faculty, staff, students, all there. And find out more about free college, go to cmcc.edu. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willett calls for a man to go in motion. Pitches out to that man in motion, and going wide is Cole Harriman. And Harriman on a mini little jet sweep there on the pitch out is able to get some very good yardage down the left sideline right near the stick, AJ.
Yeah, waiting to see where they come back to mark this ball. Looked like Winslow was going to have him hemmed in.
Yeah.
And they're going to – that's one. It's a short one.
So 3rd down And less than a yard inside the 15-yard line. First series of the game for either team. Brewer on the march. They started at their own 39. Wide to the right side is Muncie. Wide to the left side is Youngs. Levitt in the shotgun, empty backfield. Going to keep it himself. Running left, bounces to the outside, looking for room. Broke a tackle, can't break the second one. And he is hauled down on the play. Good tackle there by Liam Fortin, who, aside from being a very good quarterback, running back, is a very good defender. 2 good short tackle, but a first down. And it looks like it's goal to go or not. No, it's not. Just short. So it's 1st and 10, and 1st and about 10 and a half for a touchdown. And we have a whistle and a stoppage in play and an injured Brewer player on the sidelines. They want the trainer over, so.
I think that's 61, it looks like, for Brewer. Took his helmet off. It looks like he needs some extra air.
Elijah Mabe.
Big offensive lineman.
And 1st and 20 for a first down at the 19-yard line. Levitt sends a man in motion. Levitt hands it off up the gut. This is Marathu, and Marathu doesn't get much, if anything at all, running inside.
Already 4 different ball carriers for the Witches.
They gave him 3. So 2nd and 16 is the play. 2nd and 16, 9.5 to go in the first period. No score between Winslow and Brewer, which is in the red zone, though. At the 16, they need about 16.5 for a first down. 16 for a first down, 16.5 for a touchdown. 2nd down and 16. Levitt, again sending a man in motion. Fakes a pitch, he's going to keep it. Goes left side, he is grabbed by the jersey, and a handful of jersey, and then a whole mountain full of Raiders converge for the tackle.
That's a nice tackle there by Fortin, or at least initially the initial contact, because I think if Levitt breaks that, he might be able to bounce outside. Instead, Fortin hangs on to him and lets everybody gang tackle him.
So it is 3rd down and 14 at the 15-yard line. See if they put it up here. 3rd down and 14 at the 15. Wide to the right side is Youngs. Wide to the left side is Muncie. Levitt in the backfield with Marathu. Fake handoff, now a pitch. The right side is there, but coming up and making the tackle for Winslow, Davian Costigan. Costigan, nice job containing there. Davian Costigan makes the tackle, and Broderick Bimson got up a little bit slow from that pile. So the ball is at the 10. There was a gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play, but it is 4th down. 4th and 9 at the 10. So Brewer trying to not let a golden opportunity slip through their hands.
And it's like you said, Mike, they had a chance there, 1st and 10, with basically the 10 almost being the touchdown. You get that holding penalty.
4th down and 9 at the 10-yard line. Willett in the backfield, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, man in motion. They're going to throw it. Levitt throws, end zone, it's incomplete. No flags down. It is incomplete, and Winslow, with the help of a penalty, able to withstand a trip by Brewer in the red zone, and the Raiders are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, how about that coverage there, too? Curious was watching to see if the ref threw a flag. That was just good, tight coverage by the Black Raiders.
So the Raiders take over on downs at their own 10. 1st and 10.
Fortin under center today.
So it is Liam Fortin playing quarterback. Matt Curian, 33, in the backfield. Double wing as always for the Raiders, and Curian gets the give on 1st down. Matt running backwards now, but he's able to get good yardage up over the 15 to about the 16.
And
so Curian with 6.
No surprise there. He's going to get a healthy dose today.
Philbrick on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 4. So Liam Fortin with the start at quarterback instead of Costigan. As the wind kicks up. And the rain expected here within a half hour or so. Heavy rain. We shall see. And a late arrival on the field for Brewer. And the Witches have to burn a timeout. So Brewer has to take time. 6:59 left here in the first quarter. No score. Winslow, when we resume, will have a 2nd down and 4 at the 16. Later today, Maine hockey, UNH preseason hockey at Jack Kelly Rink at Colby. 4:30 pregame, 5 o'clock puck drop. The first broadcast of Maine hockey on the Score.
Historically, not even just this year,
yeah,
ever.
It's the first one. For all my time at this stop with AM 1160 WSKW and my previous one about 30 or so years ago, we did not have an affiliation with anyone as far as bringing in whether it was college stuff or professional sports, and we are proud to start doing that now with potentially more to come down the line. So Maine hockey at 5 today.
Radio only.
Yes, that's a radio-only game. Radio-only game on AM 1160 WSKW. The Score. We'll stream it live, the audio on the app, which you can grab for free at Google Play and the App Store. All right, after the timeout, Winslow set to go, 2nd and 4. From the 16, Fortin sets him down, double wing, Curian, little pitch. Matt cuts it upfield, breaks to the outside, and has the first down. He's over the 20. I think he's at the 22. That's another pickup of about 6. So move the sticks for Winslow.
How many carries, Mike? How many carries Curian going to get today?
25?
Yeah, I think that's about right. He had 25, I think, in one game, the first game we did, and I think about 18 in the other one.
1st and 10. Winslow at their own 22, 6.5 to go in the first. No score. Raiders and Witches. Fortin turns. There's Curian again. He is up to 3, plows to the 25. Does Matt?
The curious thing about Fortin being under center is Fortin is a better runner than Costigan, but one of the things that we saw Fortin play a lot of QB snaps against Madison, it limited his rushing opportunities as opposed to against Belfast because they had those he played one of the wings, they had the double handoffs and all that. He took advantage of the attention that Curian would get out of the backfield.
2nd and 6. Thank you, Sean. 2nd down and 6. From the 26. Fortin. 3 down linemen is what he is looking at. The late pitch to Curian. Matt looking to turn the corner, square the shoulders, and he does it enough anyway, and he slashes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 11 and a first down for Winslow. So the Raiders moving the ball very effectively on the ground.
Yeah, I think Winslow Black Raiders, very big fan of Mr. Mike Violet. Heard maybe number 33 ought to touch the ball a lot.
Wes Littlefield is no dummy. He knows what he's doing down there. And giving it to 33 makes all the sense in the world. All right, double wing. Curian wing left. Fortin. 1 pitch, 1 handoff, bouncing to the outside, and breaking it out there is Nolan Kelly. And Kelly showing some good speed and good ability to get outside. Picks up 9. And he got a good block there from Bimson.
Yeah, Fortin lets the exact play we saw Fortin score on in the last game against Belfast. And whoever it is, I think will have good opportunities because your game plan playing Winslow defensively is going to be stop 33, stop 33, stop 33.
2nd and 1 from the 47. Let's see what the play call here is. Bimson is the fullback, Curian wing left. They hand it off to the fullback, Bimson, and he is stacked up. Nowhere to go there. Facing that Brewer defense on the stop was Corey Largay, the big senior defensive lineman. That's a no gain. And so it'll be 3rd and 1 with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think we obviously bread and butter play Lawrence, but I think, again, you know what the offense is coming from with Curian and all the wrinkles they have for them, so it's good to mix it up and see if you can catch the defense snoozing. Nice job by Brewers to stuff up the middle.
3rd and 1. They pack the line, but they've got the first down. Ball up near midfield with that maze of humanity and a late flag.
Uh-oh.
Somebody did something naughty in there. So not only does Winslow get the first down, it appears as if they are going to get more, and they are. It's a personal foul penalty on Brewer.
So on the tush push, they pick up the first down. And then from midfield, they'll pick up, 10 more?
I think this will be 15.
Ooh, 15.
Yep, personal foul. So that'll put it at the 35. So the Raiders began this drive at the 10. Benefit of a penalty there, but they have moved the ball really well.
Yeah, rain's starting to fall now here, too, in Winslow.
It is coming. You can tell that sky looks a little angry. First and 10 from the 35. Double wing. Wing right, Nolan Kelly. Wing left is Matt Kurian. Bimpson the fullback. A pitch, a handoff to Kurian, tries to spin out of the tackle, but can't. Ethan Levitt, who is, aside from playing quarterback, is their leading tackler, too, on the stop. Good tackle.
Nice job by Brewer. No matter which way that went for Winslow, they had it completely covered. And, again, a nice shoestring tackle there as they give Kurian basically one on the fall down.
So a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Glad to have you with us for high school football this afternoon on the place for local sports. The Score.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're here for, right?
That's what we do.
We brave the elements. You get to watch the stream from home.
That's right. 2nd and 9 on whatever device you choose to. 2nd and 9 from the 34, Brewer. Whoops, ball's on the ground, and there it is, another fumble. And that is, 11 in the games we have done now?
That is the 11th time they've put it down. They've lost 5.
Recovered by Fortin. He jumped right down on it. A loss of down, so it will be 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11. Scott Flagg is the head coach of the Brewer Witches. West Littlefield for Winslow. 3rd and 11. From the 36 in the rain. Fortin's going to throw it in the flat. Kurian makes the catch. Turns upfield. Matt to the 25. And that is right near the stick and where they've spotted him. That is a first down for Winslow. So the Raiders throw it for the first time. Very simple pass play, and it worked out well.
Yeah, nice play. Just something in the flat. There wasn't even a lot of zip on it. But
Yeah.
again, Brewer packed in tight.
It was there, and they took it.
Yeah, so they needed 11. Kurian gets 12.
Just the way West Littlefield drew it up. 1st and 10 from the 24. This drive began at their 10. Double wing. Fortin turns. A play fake. They're going to throw it again. Kurian was wide open for a touchdown, but that's okay because they go down to McCann, and McCann gets the touchdown. There were 2 receivers to choose from, neither of whom had anybody within 10 yards of him. Touchdown, Winslow.
Like you said, just completely fooled Brewer, who was sucked up looking for that run play. And instead you get everybody running down the field wide open and Fortin able to drop that in for an easy touchdown.
Liam had a choice. Do I throw it to Nick McCann? Do I throw it to Matt Kurian? Do I throw it to Matt Kurian? Do I throw it to Nick McCann? It worked out.
He figured Kurian's probably going to touch the ball enough today. Let's throw this one to McCann.
Hassan Hobby, who has been the man this year, kicking for Winslow. Snap is a little off, and they're going to have to try to improvise here. Here is Fortin, and he gets drilled. So the snap today, as you can see the rain coming down now, is going to be an issue when it comes to extra points. So the attempt for the conversion is no good, and with 2:38 left in the first quarter, the score is Winslow 6 and Brewer nothing.
Nice job there. Nice wrinkle. I thought in pregame that Fortin looked better throwing the ball, and I think you saw it on full display there.
So Winslow goes 90 for the score. And they lead it 6-0. That was an impressive drive by the Raiders where they mixed up the run and the pass. Well, I guess I'm going to have to break down and put a coat on.
Yeah, I'm going to grab my sweatshirt. Mike, real quick, sorry for those getting behind the look scene. When you get a chance, can we scooch the table a little bit your way?
Yes, let's do that now. Keep you out of the rain over there. Whoops, hang on. Grab the other side as I push. Grab the legs on the other side as I push.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's go down with it. All right.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Kickoff. As this rain just comes down in buckets now. And the kick is a driving kick.
Behind
Nobody back
everybody.
there, and this is a loose ball picked up. And on the return now for the Witches is Youngs, and Youngs does a nice job to improvise there and get up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Youngs nearly had a chance to break that. Finally, a tackle brought him down, but he had one last tackle to get through, and I think he's running a while.
So 1st and 10 for the Witches as we batten down the hatches here. Line of scrimmage is the 29. After the kickoff. So 1st and 10 for Levitt. We're going to run it. Levitt breaks it outside. There's room up there. 35-40, 45 to midfield. It's a foot race. Levitt showing great speed down the sidelines. Is he going to go? Yes! 71-yard touchdown run. Ethan Levitt for the score. And this game is tied just like that.
That'll work. I thought that Winslow was going to hem him in, but credit the Witches blockers. They were able to get out there and continue to keep enough pressure off him that he was able to scoot down the sideline. And like you said, Mike, he had 42 on the first play of the game for Brewer. This one finally gets a couple blocks and is able to go 71 to pay dirt.
So, just like that, we're tied up. 2:13 left to go in the first quarter, and Brewer will go for 2.
Weather's got to be part of that, right? After watching Winslow mishandle the snap.
And this is an interesting formation. It's a wildcat, and the snap to Marathu, and he's in. He runs it in for the 2. So Marathu makes it 8-6. And that's a nice bounce back.
Yeah, they had to give Levitt a little bit of a breather. He ran 71 yards. He's a little gassed. Interesting there. I think you're right. You missed the other opposing team misses the extra points. You think worst case scenario we're tied and we get 2. Now they're really chasing points. I think weather had to be part of it too, because again, for Winslow, they just mishandled snap with it. It was dumping. It's still raining. It's let off a little bit here.
So in 25 seconds, Brewer responds with a touchdown and a 2. And they lead at 8-6.
Well.
Number 2, Damien Costigan, 33. Got Carrion, 14.
Costigan, Kirian, Fortin back deep to return. And eventually you would think that Brewer would come out on the field and kick the ball.
Yeah, taking an extra second there to congratulate him again. This on the season, Brewer has only scored 24 combined points in 5 games. So
they're a third of the way there in less than 10 minutes.
yes.
All right, kicking off for the Witches, Stephen Youngs. And it's going to be a slippery, muddy track the rest of the way. Young's ready to kick. He's kicking into the wind, and he keeps it low. Scoots over to the far side, picked up by Fortin to the 22-25 and wrapped up there. And hog-tied down at the 26. So very short return. PA announcer said a 7-yard return. So 1st and 10, Winslow at their own 26.
31.
31.
Fortin had to make a decision there. I don't know. That ball was slowing down, but I think he might have had the opportunity to let that run out of bounds.
Right.
But obviously, in your head, you don't necessarily think that all the time. You think grab ball, grab ball, grab ball.
Yeah, it's also one of those situations you want to be aware of your surroundings, and you do have time there, I think, to give it a chance. But either way, he made a good play on it.
Yeah.
So Winslow comes out, shotgun here, all spread out. Look at this, 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Fortin. Curian in the backfield. They're going to run out of it. The ball's loose. There's another fumble by Winslow, and Brewer says they have it. Winslow says they have it, and Brewer has it.
Again, ball security and a good snap. Just a bad exchange there. That, I think, hit right off of Kirian's elbow.
And it's at the 30, and Brewer's in business on the fumble.
Already twice today, Winslow has put it down. Now they've lost one.
It has been a problem all year. 1st and 10, Witches at the 30. They lead 8-6. Trying to make it more. Great field position. Young's wide to the right. Ethan Levitt in the shotgun. To his left is Willett. He's going to keep it behind a block from Willett, but Liam Fortin says no way, and he grabs him by the waist and throws him down.
Yeah, nice tackle. Fortin been in a lot of those. Nice job there.
Clock running. 1:35 to go in the first period. 8-6. No gain. 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 10. Maine hockey against UNH coming up at 5. Radio only. Monday, we're back. Video and audio. Field hockey, early start. 1 o'clock. York and Skowhegan. CentralMaineSports.com and 1160thescore.com. Man in motion. Quick little flip out there to Willett. He finds a seam, but that slows, or he is slowed up by Bimson. And Bimson able to make the stop. Roddick Bimson closed that down quickly. I thought there was going to be some room to run there, but not much. Only a gain of about 4, so it'll be 3rd and 6. We are under a minute to go in the first period, 45 seconds. 8-6 Brewer. See what Scott Flagg calls here on 3rd and 6 from the 27. Wide to the left side, Youngs. Wide to the right side is Muncie. A lot of shifting inside. Levitt runs left side. Power there. He got a block from Largay, but we've got a flag down behind the play, and holding is going to be called on Brewer just like before on their first drive of the game. They get a holding penalty deep in Winslow territory.
Yeah, he took a shot, too.
So the penalty will be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And this will back the Witches up to the 36. So 3rd down and 17. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Wide to the right side, Youngs. Wide to the left side is Muncie. Winslow with 7 men up. Levitt is going to let it run out, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. So Brewer, winless on the season, has a lead at the end of 1. The score from Winslow. Brewer, which is 8. Winslow Black Raiders 6. You're watching and listening to high school football on Sports Radio 1160. WSKW, The Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight's back here live at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. We get ready to go second quarter on a windy, blustery, rainy day here at Winslow High School. Brewer Witches with a lead, 8-6, but a 3rd and 16 at the 36 of Winslow. Brewer 0-5 on the year, and one of their few leads. Levin in the shotgun. Double wing man goes in motion. They quickly pitch it out to him. It's Perry. Perry dropped the ball. It's a pass. That was a forward pass.
I don't think so.
AJ disagrees, and we have maybe a replay on it? No replay?
100% backwards.
Okay. So I think Wes Littlefield agrees with you. But the officials say no, so it's an incomplete pass. And it's 4th and 16. 4th and 16. They go Wildcat here. Marythu is now going to punt. And back to return, you got Fortin on one side, and on the other side for the Black Raiders, it's Nolan Kelly. Here's the kick. He's got the wind in his favor. It is Fortin. He fumbles it. Fortin back on it, and he gets it near the goal line, goes up left side, and Winslow's going to get hemmed in. Liam Fortin with problems handling the ball today.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous. You're talking about potentially us seeing a second day in a row with a safety. But from what I saw, Mike, when I was putting my sweatshirt, the refs argued the motion made it a pass, but the replay, we're almost exactly down the line. It went backwards.
Yeah.
It was a fumble.
Yeah. So it is 1st and 10 at the 5 for Brewer, or for Winslow, I should say, on the punt from Brewer. Liam Fortin on this wet day trying to hang on to that football. Handoff. It's Kurian around the right corner. There's room there. 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25 to the 30. He may take it to the house. No! He is finally knocked out of bounds by Eli Wall at the 37-yard line. It's a 53-yard run. Excuse me, a 58-yard run.
Yeah, they missed. I'm looking for where they finally put him down at. Yeah, 38, so 47. Or 57, excuse me.
Flip a coin. 1st and 10. It was a long run.
That's
that
what
we can
matters.
Safely say, and it got Winslow out of a big-time hole.
Yeah, it did.
1st and 10 from the 38 now of Brewer with 11 and a half to go in the first half, which is lead 8-6. Double wing for Winslow. Kurian goes in motion. They hand off to the fullback, and not much room to run there for Broderick Bimson, the sophomore, inside the 35. We'll spot him at the 34.
Yeah, I think for Winslow, it's good to prod the defense there a little bit. But, I mean, I think from what you've seen, especially coming off the big run from Kurian, right, Brewer's packed in tight in the center. It's the outside where Winslow's had some more success.
2nd and 7. Winslow at the 34. 8-6 Brewer. Double wing. Kelly on the right. Kurian on the left. Kelly gets the carry. Has a block from Kurian, but he can't get around it, and he is stuffed. Matt Kurian did a good job with his block, but there were still plenty of Brewer players who were not blocked, and so he gets stacked up. It'll be 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. And we have a whistle. And we need a trainer on the other side. Trainer gets a shout out, which is good. Trainers deserve a shout out. They do great work.
Yes, they do.
3rd down and 3. All right, they'll start the clock again. 3rd and 3. Fortin sets him down, double wing. Bimson the fullback. Calling signals, handoff to Kurian. Kurian sweep right, he's being chased, and there's Levitt. He's the leading tackler for Brewer, and it's not an accident. That is a fine open field stop of a very good running back by Ethan Levitt.
How about that, Levitt? I wonder if he's a wrestling fan. That was a textbook German suplex right there.
German suplex? Listen to you.
I'm a wrestling fan.
Wow. I mean, I've heard of a suplex, but never a German
That's what it was.
suplex.
And again, like you said, more than anything, even without the wrestling terminology, tackling Matt Kurian one-on-one is an accomplishment.
So 4th and 7. Big spot in this game with 9:40 to go in the first half. 4th and 7, Winslow at the 33 of Brewer. Fortin's going to go to the gun. Double wing, Kurian right beside him. Liam calling signals, 4th and 7. Turns, rolls to the right, looks for Kurian, open in the flat. Kurian turns it upfield, bounced out of bounds. Let's see. He has got the first down based on what I saw. And a well-executed play there by Fortin and Kurian. Kurian did a good job to just sort of filter out of the backfield and not really sell it that much as far as him not going out for a pass.
Yeah, we saw that against Belfast, right? Late, what Winslow did is they spread the field. They went 4 wide in the shotgun because no team's going to come off a receiver and leave them uncovered. And so you get Kurian with a spread out field in there. They pack him in tight. You got to track down all those routes, and Kurian can kind of just leak out on the sideline.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide to the right side for the Raiders. Isaiah Costigan. Bimson is wide left, and I mean wide left. Davian Costigan is the slot. Now he moves, and we've got all kinds of confusion, and Winslow has to burn a timeout. Everything was wrong with that play, and so they stop the clock here. 9:20 to go in the first half. It's 8-6 Brewer, so a timeout. And Winslow will talk it over. Today's game brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees where cars and trucks always cost you less. Find them online at cmautogroup.com. Coming up at halftime, we will run down the halftime stats from today, have the scores from last night, also the scores from today as well, and a preview of what we've got coming up on the score, which includes Maine hockey and high school field hockey on Monday. That's all coming up at the half, brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company.
I'd like to say this is our third Winslow game we've done this season, and each time we come out here, they have a new wrinkle. So it's a testament to the coaching staff that they lose their starting quarterback in the first game of the season, and they had to we saw them the second game, they kind of just couldn't throw the ball and starting to build wrinkles and expand the offense because you have a stud piece in Kurian. So how can you build things to complement him and sort of patch together a passing game?
All right, Fortin 1st and 10 at the 25, and Winslow spread out all over the place, and Fortin keeps it, and he gets absolutely drilled. No confusion there by Connor Gerard. Comes up and shoots the gap and makes the play.
Not only that, Brewer just completely blew up that left side of the offensive line because Kurian got hit for his troubles as well.
They had them both covered. So a loss on the play of 5. It's 2nd down and 15 at the 30-yard line. 8:50 to go in the first half. 8-6 Brewer. Now they tighten things back up. Fortin double wing. The turn, the give, and it is to Kurian. Matt's outside. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Winslow. Matt Kurian goes 30 for the score. Winslow's back in front.
How about that, too? You're going to see here on the replay, gets a great lead block from Fortin right there in the hole and seals that right side so Kurian can explode through and find his way to that near sideline and get into the end zone.
So Kurian with a 30-yard run. How about a 95-yard drive by the Raiders?
Yeah, that's 80-some yards of it were Kurian because he picked up 50-something on that first carry.
So it's 12-8, and Winslow will go for 2. Double wing. Liam Fortin sending Kurian in motion. Kurian looking for a hole, and he does not find it. And the 2-point run is no good. And so with 8:33 left in the first half, Winslow back in front. They lead at 12-8.
That great run block there. Nice design pitch. And Fortin pitches that and then turns right around and is the leading blocker for Kurian and is one of the key blocks in springing him on that sideline. See here on the instant replay as the rain shows its ugly face again.
Yes, indeed. It is, as my mother used to say, God rest her soul, it is mudgin'.
That's good. As you can see very quickly, we're under a awning, but that's Only some coverage to a certain extent. You can see here watching our stream just how much that's coming down. Kudos to the fans that came out to tough the elements.
Whoa! All right, there goes that.
Yep, that's gone.
That was my Winslow player board.
1 second. Excuse me, sir. Sir, will you grab that right there next to the car?
And now what's he do with it? Oh, you can you reach it?
I don't think so. Well, he's scaling the fence.
Oh, wow.
You, my good man, are a hero.
If I had a hot dog, I'd give it to him. That is some nice work by that Winslow fan. Much appreciate that. And so, 1st and 10 Brewer after the kickoff to the 33-yard line. Again, thanks to that fan. That is some nice.
He scaled that fence.
I know. That's above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Yeah, it is. Appreciate it. Wish I got his name. All right, resetting here. Back to game action.
1st and 10. Brewer at the 33. Levitt from the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Perry. Hands it off instead, though, inside to Willett. Willett, and the footing certainly becoming an issue. It's very tentative steps. But Willett gets a solid 7 to the 40.
Nice job blocking there by Brewer. Like you said, Willett, I think he hits that harder, is able to make something big out of it. The last thing you want to do is trip and give up have even 7 turn to just 2.
Correction, that was Hunter Marathu. My bad. Marathu, not Willett on the carry, so give Marathu the 7. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. 7:55 to go in the first half. Winslow 12, Brewer 8. From the shotgun, Levitt on a keeper. Levitt is slowed up, and Levitt is going to go down. He is hit, and it was Seth Bard in that backfield blowing that thing up right off. And so a loss there for Levitt. About a yard or so, so it'll be 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, nothing doing there for Levitt. Nice job. Again, both these teams, I think, have been pretty stout in the middle of the line. It's the creativity in getting outside, as we've seen both of them get several big runs outside.
3rd and 4. Brewer Witches operating at their own 40. Wide to the right side is Levitt. He is going to go out as a receiver. And in at quarterback is Marathu in the Wildcats. Marathu hands it off inside. This is Youngs, and Youngs to the outside, turns it up, gets the 1st and more. He's out of bounds near midfield. He's out of bounds in Winslow territory at the 48. Stephen Youngs out of the Wildcat. The pitch out by Marathu, and it's a 1st down Brewer. 12-yard pickup.
Now that I thought Winslow definitely had him kind of contained, but instead he's able to get to that edge and, like you said, turn it upfield.
1st and 10. Brewer now in Winslow territory at the 48. Wide to the right side is Youngs. They go back to a traditional formation with Levitt at quarterback. 1st and 10. Brewer. Man in motion, Perry. Levitt fakes that way. Now he's going to run. He's at the 45, 40, and Levitt to the 38, but there's a flag behind the play. And it looks like this will be coming back. It is holding on Brewer.
Again, that's will be the 4th penalty, already 3 for 33, and then we'll see the yardage on this one. But again, Brewer just not helping themselves in a game where we've seen Winslow put the ball on the ground twice and lose one of them.
Whoever invented these pop-up things, God bless them.
Well, thank goodness.
I hope they're wealthy and rich and living on some sort of tropical island right now.
Give a shout-out as well to Mr. Probably.
Nice. We got to get a microphone on Sean. All right, that's worthy of it. Probably under a pop-up like this. Sun protection, mind you, on that tropical island.
Yes. Well, I was going to say credit Bob Hafford as well. He's the one that gave us this.
Thank you, Bob. We owe Bob so much. 1st and 18, back at the 44. It is just mudging here. 1st and 18.
The ref forgot to take his towel back off the ball. That'll affect the snap.
Might want to leave it on there.
Yeah.
Here's the snap to Levitt. Levitt. And this is like backyard football now. in this quagmire.
Levitt able to, looks like, I think initially he's going to, he fell forward. He got back to about the original line of scrimmage, I think.
So, it sets up a 2nd down and 9. So he got about 9. So 2nd and 9. Back in Winslow territory at the 46.
Yeah, 143 yards on the ground already for Levitt.
Had a very good day. Levitt in the gun. 2nd and 8. Man in motion, up the middle. This is Willetts. Willetts outside, but then it closed down, and Costigan also up Seth Bard from his defensive tackle spot. And it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd down, and about 6 at the 43. Towel on the ball, but it's not going to have a great impact today.
Crazy thing is the direction, too, if you're out there, the rain doesn't keep coming from the same direction because the wind keeps moving. Now it's coming at us.
Yeah, why wouldn't it blow away from this? Could it ever do that?
That would be great.
3rd and 6 from the 44. Levitt from the shotgun has a receiver to the left, one to the right. Going to keep it himself after a fake handoff. He breaks the first wave of tacklers and then is wrapped up. Bard once again just shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be 4th and about 2.
A nice strong tackle there as he gets stuffed basically as he hits the 40.
So 4th and about 2. 4:10 left in the first half. It's 12-8 Winslow. 4th and 2. Wide to the left side, it's Muncie. Wide to the right side is Youngs. All by himself in the backfield is the Wildcat formation and Marathu, and I don't think Hunter Marathu got enough of a surge to get that football where it needed to be, which is just about the 38.
I mean, he got where the hole closed
He
up.
didn't.
And he didn't.
So the Raiders hold, and Winslow takes over on downs.
I say nice job there by Winslow because I'm with you, especially if you saw the replay there. It looked like right as Willett was about to get to the line to gain, got stuffed just kind of short, and then he wasn't able to get any forward momentum carrying. So I think by half a football, they just didn't make it.
So 1st and 10 Winslow. At their own 39-yard line. Leading here 12-8. Liam Fortin has gone all the way at quarterback today. Fortin under center, calling signal, sends Curian in motion. Pitch to Matt Curian. Cuts inside after he grabs his footing. And Curian able to angle up to the 45-yard line. Game reset brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 3:35 to go first half. It's 12-8 Winslow. The Raiders scored after Brewer scored to make it 6-0. Raiders came back, made it 8-6. Brewer scored a 2-point conversion, made it 8-6. Winslow got the ensuing touchdown and now leads at 12-8 in our game reset brought to you by Midstate Machine. Here's Curian on 2nd down, getting close to the stick. Let's see where they spot it. Looks a little bit short, and it is 3rd down and about a yard. And Tucker Pomerleau down there, number 3. Of course, the starting quarterback for Winslow, hurt in the preseason, a broken collarbone, is playing ball boy now. It's gone from quarterback to ball boy, so you got to like that. And Fortin on the keeper gets the first down to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was kind of a little screwy play there because Bimpson looked like he was going to take it, and then Fortin ran right behind him. But again, with ball security being an issue, you got to be careful in that situation.
Largay went down there and gets up, runs off the field. He's their best offensive and defensive lineman. Now they're going to start the clock up. I suspect he'll be back very soon. 1st and 10, 49-yard line, 2.5 to go in the first half. Winslow leading here 12-8. It's a double handoff. The inside run to Kurian, and Kurian carrying tacklers to the 41-yard line. And that is a gain. They give him the 41 or the 42. We'll go to the 42, a gain of 7.
128 yards for Matt on 12 carries.
Friends of yours, AJ?
I thought they were friends of yours.
Second down and 2, and on the keeper here, Fortin breaks away from it and almost got outside. He was grabbed and wrapped up eventually by Levitt. And Fortin gets the first down. Ethan Levitt might have saved the day there.
Yeah, I don't know that was by design. I think Fortin just kind of cranking his feet, wasn't touched, and then all of a sudden heads-up play by him to recognize that, hey, I could try and bust this outside. And like you said, heads-up play by Levitt not to let that happen.
First and 10 from the 37, 1:50 to go in the first half. Winslow leading 12-8, operating at the Brewer 37. Fortin, the handoff, bouncing to the outside. It's Kelly. Kelly tied up, though, and tackled for a loss by Stephen Youngs. Young shot right up and would have none of that.
That's a heck of a tackle. That's a strong tackle there.
Nolan Kelly with the tackle on, Nolan Kelly tackled by Stephen Youngs, and a loss back to the 40, so a loss of 3 on the run, and we have a flag down that I just noticed right at the line of scrimmage. It is on the Witches. So a nice defensive play is going to be negated.
I think
it's a biggie, too. It's a 15-yarder. Must be a personal foul.
Yeah, I think this is afterwards because they marked it off from the 40.
Right. So the line of scrimmage held. But they get a free 15 to the 25. So Winslow's in business with 1:38 left in the half. Leading 12-8, first and 10.
That's the 5th penalty on the Witches, 56 yards.
Straight eye formation here. The turn, the handoff to Kurian. Matt Kurian bounces to the outside, drives, and Kurian is inside the 15, has the first down. Matt Kurian just kept on chugging and just kind of pushed the Brewer would-be tackler back. And he is to the 12.
For a second there, I thought he was actually going to finally get out of that grasp and go the last 12 to the house.
So it's first and 10 at the 12-yard line. 1:20 to go in the half. Winslow looking to increase a 12-8 lead. Kurian with a huge hole, then it closed up big time. Boy, it looked like he had room there. Morgan Judkins, a freshman, coming up and making the stop. And we have a timeout. Winslow takes time here with 1:08 left in the first half, leading 12-8, but knocking on the door.
Yeah, like you said there, that show you the replay again. Look, he was at the timeout. But like you said, you see a huge hole there, and then all of a sudden Brewer does a nice job collapsing on that in a hurry because sure footing, Kurian might be able to stick his foot on the ground a little bit harder and break that outside because there's a lot of space over there.
So when play resumes, it'll be 2nd and 8 for Winslow from the Brewer 10-yard line. With 1:08 left to go in the first half, they have one timeout remaining. On a tough day to play for sure.
That is an understatement.
I'll give the fans credit, though. Everybody has come prepared. You might have seen on the far side, we aren't the only ones with a pop-up. Some of the Brewer fans decided they were doing that pop-up thing, too. We have a lot of golf umbrellas and a lot of people wearing plastic stuff.
Yeah, well, if you're going to make the trip from Brewer, I'm not going to get dissuaded by a little bit of rain. If I've committed to that game, I'm coming.
Absolutely, baby.
But that being said, you got family back in Brewer. Make sure you let them know. They can go to centralmaidsports.com to watch the game.
And the replay is going to be there in the vault as well, much later today because AJ has business to do down at our studio in Augusta. 2nd down and 8 at the 10. Fortin from the eye. Dimson the fullback. Kurian is the tailback. They're going to throw it. Rolling right is Fortin into the end zone. It's overthrown, looking for the receiver, Nolan Kelly. And that ball was overthrown, and on the incomplete pass, clock stops with 1:02.
Yeah, nice play design there, but credit the Witches. After getting burned a couple times on some of that play action, did a nice job marking up and staying with their guy.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 from the 10. Liam Fortin over to the sidelines to get the play from West Littlefield. 3rd and 8, 1:02 on the clock. They come out straight eye again. Bimson is the fullback, Curium the tailback. Wing right is Kelly. Straight handoff to Curian, ducks his head, but he is wrapped up by Largay. Largay is such a good player, 52 in white. And Largay makes the stop. And Winslow takes timeout yet again. And that'll be their 3rd and final timeout. Huge play coming up here. It is 4th down and about 6 with 56.9 seconds left in the half. Clock will start running, so I don't think it was a timeout.
I thought they announced one.
4th and about 6. Keeping it is Fortin, looking to throw it, flips it, end zone, it's caught! No, it's incomplete.
Adam.
He sure did. William Parent couldn't hang on, and Winslow can't convert. And Brewer takes over on downs with 39.6 seconds left in the first half. Had him right there.
Yeah, that was right in Parent's breadbasket. Just could not hang on to it.
Got to make that play. And so Winslow drives it down the field. This drive started at their 39-yard line. They take it all the way down to the 6. And it stalls there. And Brewer, you just don't want to make a mistake here.
Yeah. We saw a high snap yesterday lead to a safety.
1st and 10 from the 6. Levitt in the shotgun. Keeps, dances outside, has some room, and he is wrapped up and brought down by Kelly. Got a 1st down. They'll have to stop the clock to move the chains. And Brewer takes time. Scott Flagg maybe looking to dig into the bag of tricks and see what he can find here with 31.7 seconds left.
I mean, we've already seen Levitt go 71 yards to the house. 159 rushing yards for Levitt.
1st and 10 from the 19 when we get back underway. .7 seconds left. Brewers got 1 timeout remaining. See what Scott Flagg has for a play call here. You just don't want to get beat deep. Levitt in the shotgun. With him there is Marathu. 1st and 10 from the 19. Man in motion. The turn, the handoff to Perry. Perry right side, nothing there. Winslow defends it well. And Perry is slammed down. 20 seconds left. And now it looks as if Brewer will be content to just let time run and go into the locker room down by 4, and that's exactly what they are going to do as they walk off the field. And that is the end of the first half here at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. The score at halftime, Winslow Black Raiders 12, and the Brewer Witches 8. You're watching and listening to high school football on the place for local sports, Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
Randy Belanger purchased the Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received for over 100 years. With 10 bays and 12 employees, we can have most of your repairs done the same day. Whether it's on your car, truck, or RV, we can handle it. Just call us and let us go to work for you. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue in Waterville, keeping your vehicle on the road for over 100 years and doing it the right way.
201 Tire, Battery, and Service and the Goodyear credit card for all your auto needs with great benefits. 6-month financing when you buy $250 or more. Subject to credit approval, terms and conditions apply. Double savings on select Goodyear tires via mail-in rebate. Accepted at Exxon and Mobil locations nationwide. The Goodyear Credit Card, the complete solution. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Get yours. Apply now.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades. And Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts. So your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight's back here at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. It is halftime of this matinee this afternoon of high school football on the score, and the Winslow Black Raiders leading it here in this quagmire by a score of 12-8 at halftime. Winslow struck first in this game. They went 90 yards for a touchdown. The Raiders take it 90 yards. The final 24 on a 24-yard touchdown pass from Liam Fortin to Nick McCann. Bad snap as they tried to have Hassan Hobby kick for the extra point. No good. So 6-0 there, and Winslow off to a tremendous start, just 2 minutes and 38 seconds in. But it took one play for the Brewer Witches to get it right back, because Ethan Levitt went 79 yards for a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. That tied it up at 6. Marathu runs in for the 2-point conversion, and it was 8-6 Brewer at the end of 1. Winslow took the lead in the second quarter. A long drive, 95-yard drive for the Winslow Black Raiders, and a lot of the work done by Matt Kirian on that drive. Kirian scored on a 30-yard touchdown to give Winslow the 12-8 lead. Kirian tried to run in for the 2-point conversion. It was no good, and that's how we got here, 12-8 Winslow.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have had success in some capacity rushing the ball. I think the difference is Winslow's on top because they have found a little bit of success passing the ball. However, it's not a bigger lead because, again, turnovers. Looking at the numbers, Kirian, 15 rushes, 144 yards, a touchdown, and a fumble lost. He's also got 2 catches for 20 yards. Fortin 3 for 5, 44 yards and a touchdown. As the passing game continues to be an improvement for Winslow, an area of focus. Fortin having some success today. On the other side, Levitt, QB, 9 rushes, 159 yards and a touchdown is good. 2 for 4 for 1 yard, not great. And then, again, penalties, 5 for 56 for the Witches.
Yeah, Winslow's ball handling has hurt them again, and ball security becoming such an, not becoming, it's always been an important thing, but, no question emphasized even more now. And when you're a team that's 2-3 and you've lost 3 in a row, you can't afford to give the other team the ball, even when they're 0-5.
Yeah, and again, I think that's the difference. To even today in this weather, I think this is a little bit improvement as they continue, the Winslow coaching staff, to add wrinkles to their passing game. Seen it from Fortin today. Should have a second touchdown. Yeah. Hit a wide-open parent in the end zone who just couldn't hang on to it. So they have found some wrinkles to give them a little bit more of a balanced attack with Kirian doing what he's doing. But it all goes for naught. You can have a 99-yard drive, but if you fumble it on the one, doesn't matter. You scored no points.
Halftime on the Score, presented by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. 12-8 Winslow here at the half. On the scoreboard, in a game that was played this morning, Camden Hills blasted Waterville in 8-man football, 34-8. Another final in 8-man, Dirigo 50 and Mount View 16. Hamden Academy and Nokomis tied at 6 in the first half. It's Orono over St. John Valley, 21-0. They are also at the half. Last night, in a game you saw and heard on the Score, it was Lawrence 47 and Skowhegan 14. How about the Coney Rams and the Battle of the Rams absolutely destroying Bangor? The final 55-20 in Augusta. Belfast beat Oak Hill 24-0. It was Bucksport 48, Ellsworth 34. Falmouth beat Mount Blue 21-12. Foxcroft Academy hung a 62-burger on MCI and won 62-0. Freiburg beat York 43-6. It was Gorham shutting out Biddeford 19-0. Grey New Gloucester over Lake Region 50-12. Greeley beat the defending 8-man champs in large Yarmouth. 12-8 was the final in that one, an upset there. Herman over Old Town 34-0. Holton over Mattanacook Academy 50-32. John Baptist over Madison 48-8. Levitt put 51 on the board against Lewiston, including 3 touchdowns in 12 seconds, if I remember correctly, or 26 seconds, one or the other. They won 51-13. Marshwood 20, Westbrook 14. Massabesic got by Deering 17-14. It was Madomic Valley over Cape Elizabeth 26-22. Messalonsky remains undefeated. They beat Edward Little by a final score of 41-14. Mount Ararat 64, Brunswick 14. A great rivalry there. Wasn't much of a game. MDI over Spruce Mountain 50-14. Oceanside over Freeport 46-0. Old Orchard Beach, 66. Maranacook, 19 in 8-man football. Great comeback by Oxford Hills. They spotted Bonnie Eagle, 14 points, tied it late, and then won it in overtime over the Scots, 21-14. So Oxford Hills, the defending A-champs, breaks a 2-game losing streak. Sacopee Valley over Booth Bay, 50-26. It was Stearns over Dexter, 52-20. Telstar beat Trape Academy, 24-6. Thornton Academy over South Portland, 14-0. Wells beat Lisbon, the final 41-6. Wyndham over Scarborough, 21-3. And Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale beat my sons, Poland Knights, 28-8. Poland's lost 2 in a row after winning their first 4.
The dream season.
Yeah, it's gone. But, hey, for that football team to have 4 wins the way that they've been, including my son's 2010 0-9 senior season, we'll take 4-2.
Yeah.
And that's the scoreboard from today. Partial scores and last night, all brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. So I don't think we're going to see anything different than what we saw in the first half from either one of these teams, throwing only a limited amount of times and pounding the football.
Yeah, I think Winslow, I think they kind of pick and choose their spots where maybe they think they can just pop a big play. It's not like they're going to come out here and fling the ball. for Brewer, got to stop drawing the laundry. Got to stop. We already have towels on the field to take care of the football. We don't need any more.
And there's going to be a lot of laundry done after this game, too, because these two teams are mucking it up for sure here in Winslow this afternoon. So the Raiders and the Witches about ready to get back on the field here and get started in the second half. Just a reminder, Maine Hockey taking on UNH in an exhibition game just across the bridge in Waterville, up on the hill at Mayflower Hill at Colby College. Game time is 5 o'clock, and we'll have the pregame show starting at 4:30, radio only on AM 1160 WSKW, The Score, and the Score app, which you can download for free at Google Play or the App Store. We're back at it Monday. Even though it's a holiday, we do have high school field hockey Monday. York taking on Skowhegan. Game time is 1 o'clock. And as we were talking to Brian Jones last night in Skowhegan, depending on how big a hit the field takes today, if it's okay to play Monday, they'll play there. If not, they're going to play at Colby.
Yeah. So you may be Colby 2 days in a row.
One day, one way or the other, a couple of days, out of three, we'll take it one way or the other. No matter where it's played, we will have it here on The Score. It is Winslow 12, Brewer 8 at the half. Second half action is next on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Nothing brings people together like good food. So when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta. So there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards. So be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here at Poulin Field in Winslow. Sean Packard is our videographer here this afternoon. Winslow and Brewer about ready to get started here in the second half. Winslow on top here by a score of 12-8.
Yeah, I didn't know we were coming out for a swim meet.
That's how it's kind of turned out, hasn't it? Kind of like a swim meet.
Did the swimming once before.
All right, Winslow will receive the football to start the second half with their 12-8 lead. Matt Curian back deep to return. Davian Costigan is going to be in the middle. Curian on the far side, on the near side, Nolan Kelly.
Well, Mike, in the first half, Curian had 15 rushes, so he's on pace for that magical 20-25 mark you want to see him hit.
All right, ready to kick off. Stephen Youngs. That is a key, I think, for Winslow. 33. Has got to lug the rock. Here's the kick. And it's a squibber. It's a free ball. Winslow's on it. Not an onside kick specifically, just a squibber. And Winslow able to jump on that loose football.
That took a nice bounce there for the Witches.
I think that was Lucas Spencer at the bottom of the pile, 63 for Winslow, who recovered that. So the Raiders 1st and 10. It is officially at their own 35-yard line.
Like I said, surprised we didn't see a little bit more of that in the first half. Obviously, we had 3 different scores, so we had the opening and then 3 more kickoffs. But Brewer coming out of the halftime huddle decides to pull it, nearly steals a possession.
All right, double wing. Matt Curian on the left wing and Nolan Kelly on the right wing. The pitch to Curian. Curian trying to find some room inside, and the running is tough there. He is to the 38-yard line. And on the bottom of the pile there for the Witches is Caleb Colby, number 57. For those of you watching on our live stream, glad to have you with us at centralmainsports.com or 1160thescore.com. A gain of 4, 2nd and 6. 7 men up on the line of scrimmage for the Brewer Witches defensively. Fortin calling signals up the middle. It is Broddick. And he breaks up. Or excuse me, it's Broddick, all right. Broddick Bimson.
Yeah.
So Bimson is close to the first down, but a yard or so shy. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. 3rd and 1. Nose of the football just touching the 37-yard line. Excuse me, the 43-yard line. 3rd down and a yard. Double wing. Fortin to Curian. Sweep right. Matt breaks a tackle. Has the first. Bounces outside. And finally down at the 50-yard line and tackled by number 50. Selig Noble Toolo. See, he can't pronounce it either.
You did better than he did. Give him 7, though. 154 now on the day for Curian.
So a 1st and 10 right at midfield for Winslow. They lead at 12-8. $10:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Just underway here on the second half in Winslow. Handoff. There's another fumble. That one just hit Kelly in the hip, I think, and went right to the ground, and Fortin got right on it.
Yeah, that one just bounced off of Kelly's hip. Looked like he kind of didn't think he was supposed to get it.
Right. So Winslow able to get on another loose ball, and a loss of almost 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
3 times now Black Raiders have put the ball down. They've only lost 1, but that is now, I think, 13 in the 3 games you and I have done, Mike.
Well, that's just way too many. 2nd down and 12. Winslow from their own 48-yard line with a 12-8 lead. This time Kelly knows he's getting it, and he gets it to the 45-yard line. So he picks up a solid 7. And on the tackle there is Eli Wall. 3rd and 6 at the 45. 3rd and 6. Winslow up by 4, 12-8. Bimson, the fullback. Wing right is Kelly. Wing left is Curian. Hand off to Curian. Sweeping right, hit. And down. Not much room to run there at all. Morgan Judkins, number 28 for the Brewer Witches, made the tackle. We got a Witches player down, but he slowly able to get up. That's Largay, who has left the game once with injury today, but he is okay.
I think that he just kind of got caught at the bottom of the pile.
Sometimes being on the bottom of that pile is not fun. 4th and 6, and they're going to punt. So Hassan Hobby, this is our first punt, no second punt of the day. Brewer punted once. Hobby to punt. Snap is good. Gets it off. It is end over end. It is way over the head of Perry, and Perry's better off just to he picks it up. I was going to say he's better off just to let it go. He does end up getting 6 or 7 yards out of it, but a dangerous play there just to establish possession because of the fact it's like grabbing a greased pig.
Yes. That very easily could have been a muffed punt right there, literally on the doorstep of the goal line.
Looks like the 7 is the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for Brewer. 1st and 10 for the Witches. 8 minutes to go in the third. They trail 12-8. Ethan Levitt, their junior quarterback, wearing number 12. And they break huddle. One receiver to the left, one receiver to the right. In the shotgun with Ouellette right beside him. Levitt sending a man in motion. The handoff. This is Perry, the wingback, who slants in and might be to the 10.
Number 3, Jim Perry on the run.
And he gets up awfully slow.
Pick up of 3 yards. It's going to be second down.
A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd down and 7 for the Brewer Witches. 0-5. This would be a great win for this program. Wide to the left side is Muncie. Wide to the right side is Youngs. Ouellette right to the right of Levitt. Low snap, handled. Levitt trying to find room, breaks a tackle, and squirts up after a gain of 3 or 4.
A nice job there by Levitt to save that play because, like you said, he kind of got contact at the line of scrimmage, able to step through it to a certain extent.
So he got 4, 3rd and 3. So a big spot right here. Winslow can hold here. They'd force a punt deep in Brewer territory in very adverse conditions. 3rd and 3 from the 16-yard line. Running clock, 6:40 to go in the third. One to the left, one to the right. Ouellette to the left of Levitt. Winslow with 4 men on the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. Levitt looking for room. Finds some, pushes up, and it looks like he's got that first down. Ethan Levitt gets the first down. They will move the sticks, and that is a huge first down for Scott Flagg's team.
Yeah, for Levitt there. Brewer as well. Nice job giving him a little bit of a seal to get into, and then obviously it collapsed around it, but by then he was chugging his knees and able to take it for 7 yards.
1st and 10 from the 23. Brewer out of the shadow of its own goalpost, if there was a shadow today. 1st and 10 from the 23. Levitt from the gun. Going in motion, Perry. Fakes a pitch to him. Levitt's going to keep it. Levitt closed quickly there. Good defensive play by Parent, who recognized it immediately and closed in, made the tackler after a gain of 2. Will Parent on the stop.
Much like Winslow, right? We know who 33 is going to get a steady diet. It seems like Brewer came out at halftime and said 12, 12, 12.
A gain of 2, 2nd and 8. 5.5 to go in the third. Ball at the 25-yard line of Brewer.
173 yards on the ground for Levitt.
2nd down and 8 for the Witches. They break huddle. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Perry is wing left. Ouellette in the backfield. Perry in motion. Levitt, a keeper. No surprise. Levitt over right tackle. is to the 30-yard line, or close to it, 4 or 5-yard pickup. And on a day like today, at this point of the game, you slog through, and if you get 4 or 5, you're happy about it.
Yeah, well, especially like you said, they're down by only 4 points, so you're content to, like you said, slog away at this.
3rd and 5 from the 29. One to the right, one to the left. Willett in the backfield. Low snap. They hand it to Willett. He's hit immediately. Nowhere to go. And Brewer is forced to punt. At least they got a couple of first downs and move the football up, but they're going to have to kick it away. It is 4th down and about 5.
Yeah, he got stuffed immediately going nowhere.
So Marathu will punt. And back to return. Nolan Kelly back there, also Hobby back.
Like you said, too, Mike, with this punting, not necessarily the worst thing for Brewer because, field conditions.
Snap was good. Punt end over end. Bounces up, now bounces back, and on it there for the Brewer, which is Brody Muncie. So really good field position for Winslow at their 45. They'll have it 1st and 10, leading here 12-8 with 3:35 to go in the third quarter.
Let's say Winslow just has to protect the ball. 33 has to touch the rock a lot, cannot put it on the grass.
That's the game plan from A.J. Knight.
Someone ought to hire me. Patriots, stop throwing interceptions. Gotcha.
Stop throwing the ball across the field twice in a row. 1st and 10 from the 45.
I got it figured out. I've got this.
Rain still coming down, not as badly as it was earlier, but still coming down. From the eye, Fortin, the handoff right side, it is Curian. Curian surges to the 50-yard line, and again, like I said, in this slog, you'll take 5.
Yeah, especially Winslow, right? Clock is not your enemy. So you're content. You can take 5 yards a pop. You'll pick up first downs that way, and you will bleed that clock.
2nd and 5 from the 50-yard line.
And worth noting, too, Winslow scores and even just gets the extra point, goes up by, scores. Obviously, it's a 2-score game if they get a touchdown. 1 yard passing in the first half for Brewer.
2nd down and 5 from midfield. Fortin to the fullback and up the middle.
Ball's out.
It is Bimson. The ball pops out, and Brewer's got it. Ball security.
Let's see on the replay here, Bimson had first down and more, but the ball just continued rolling forward. Yeah, he got to about the first down marker, and the ball popped out.
So Brewer recovers at its 42 on the fumble.
Again, fumbles. 4th one today, 2nd one lost.
1st and 10 Witches from the 42. Young's flanks wide to the right, wide to the left side, Muncie. Single setback, Marathu. Hand off to him. Marathu runs into a pile, then breaks from that to the 45. Give him 3. Kelly up there. Hobby up there to make the stop. A gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. A running clock, 2.5 to go in the third.
But only they said, look, they're not following my game plan, Mike. I gave them the game plan. They're not following it.
Do not fumble.
Do not fumble.
2nd down and 7 from the 45. Levitt from the gun. The turn, the handoff, and it is Marathu. And again, Winslow all over that. And up to lead the charge for the Winslow Black Raiders defensively was Zane Erickson. Nowhere to go.
I think Brewer, obviously, you want to mix it up to try and get some of the attention off Levitt, but I'm surprised as Marathu's really struggled today. That was his 5th carry. He's got 14 yards.
Yeah, there's been nothing there for him.
I mean, really, they've had a bevy of ball carriers, but, I mean, 12. 12 has been the only one really to find success.
3rd and 7 from the 45. Wide to the left side is Marathu. And the ball's loose on the snap. I'm not sure if it hit somebody on the way through or what, but Levitt able to cover the loose ball, and Brewer is going to have to punt.
Not sure on the replay there because it just looked like it died on the snap. I don't think it hit the up man.
It's like a one hopper that just didn't make it. I don't know if he skimmed the ground on the way through on the snap or what. Kelly back to return the punt of Hunter Marathu. He'll get rid of it around his own 37, 38-yard line. It's going to be a fake. Marathu right side, and it's going to be an unsuccessful fake. Well, Scott Flagg figures, what the heck, we're 0-5. We'll take a crack at it. It is not successful, and Winslow makes the play, and they are going to take over on downs.
Now, that wasn't even close.
But you know what? I don't blame him for doing it.
No, I like the idea. I just think it's one of those things, too, where you got to tell the kid, well, maybe not at this level, I guess. Tell the kid, see what you see, and if it's not out there, throw the ball. Punt it.
So Winslow takes over in great shape. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. After the unsuccessful fake punt. 41.8 seconds left in the quarter. Fortin in the shotgun. Rides it, keeps it. Bounces to the outside. Can he turn the corner? Fortin does. He goes down the sidelines and skids out of bounds after a first down run. That was excellent ball handling there by Liam Fortin. He rode the belly of Curian, pulled it out, and broke loose.
And not only that, that was a triple because that was Costigan right there running with him, and then Fortin kind of had to get Costigan out of his way.
Nicely done by Liam Fortin, one of the better plays of the game. And the Raiders in business, 1st and 10 at the 25. Wide to the left side is Bimson. Wide to the right side is Isaiah Costigan. Fortin again in the gun. Curian behind him. Kelly goes in motion. A pitch out to Kelly. Kelly trying to get around the corner. Can't. Great defensive play. Popping up Eli Wall. Was a Wall there.
I really like the play design there, but Brewer does a nice job of
stringing it out.
Yeah, stringing it out, and Wall hanging on to Kelly till he gets some help.
And that is probably going to do it for the third quarter. Clock is down to 12. So we have finished 3, a scoreless third quarter. We go to the fourth. Winslow is in business. They're going to have a 2nd and 7 from the 22 when we come back. Score at the end of 3 from Poulin Field in Winslow is Winslow 12 and Brewer 8. Back after this on The Score.
Randy Belanger purchased the Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received for over 100 years. With 10 bays and 12 employees, we can have most of your repairs done the same day. Whether it's on your car, truck, or RV, we can handle it. Just call us and let us go to work for you. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue in Waterville, keeping your vehicle on the road for over 100 years and doing it the right way.
201 Tire Battery and Service on the Goodyear credit card for all your auto needs with great benefits. 6-month financing when you buy $250 or more. Subject to credit approval, terms and conditions apply. Double savings on select Goodyear tires via mail-in rebate. Accepted at Exxon and Mobil locations nationwide. The Goodyear credit card, the complete solution. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Get yours. Apply now.
Mike Violet and A.J. Knights back here at Poulin Field in Winslow. Sean Packard is our videographer here this afternoon. Wisecracking as well. 2nd down and 7
yeah.
From the 22.
Feeling his oats a little bit now that he's been around you for
We're going to have to get a Sean Mike here at some point. 2nd down and 7 from the 22. Levitt brings them out, trailing 12-8. Brewer 0-5. Excuse me, wrong team. Here's the handoff to Curian.
Well, technically, Levitt brought his defense out.
He did, and that's the point, of course, I was trying to make.
I thought so. That's why I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah.
Fortin hands it off to Curian. Boy, my short-term memory clearly going. Sean Packard distracted me. That's exactly why I did that. So 3rd and 5 after that very short, if any, game. 3rd and 5 for Winslow. 3rd and 3 for Winslow. It was 3rd and 5. Wide to the right side, Isaiah Costigan. Wide to the left side is Broderick Bimson. Fortin in the shotgun with Kirian. Costigan goes in motion. The keep by Fortin, and he probably would have been better off to leave it there in the belly of Kirian because he got dropped for a loss.
They had that double pitch out there too, but I don't know if that's more just to give the defense some more eye candy to look at. But well played by Brewer.
So it'll be 4th down, and we'll call it 4. 4th and 4 from the 19-yard line for the Winslow Black Raiders in a slogfest here in Winslow. The weather certainly has affected this game. And in the shotgun here, Fortin. Right beside him is Kirian. 4th and 4 from the 19. Winslow looking to convert. Rolling left is Fortin. He is hit as he throws, and it's almost intercepted, but it falls incomplete. Nearly picking that off was Morgan Judkins, but is incomplete, and the Witches will take over. They hold.
Yeah, nice opportunity there. Just fell harmlessly, luckily for Winslow, between two Witch defenders, because if not, that secondary player that was running up on it, he catches that. He's got a head of steam, and there's nobody in front of him.
So Brewer takes over. 10:27 left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Now Ethan Levitt is bringing Brewer out to play offense.
Yes.
From the shotgun. Levitt hands it off inside. It's the big guy, Marathu, and Hunter Marathu able to blast up there for at least 3. We'll call it 3, in fact. It is 2nd and 7.
Yeah, all of a sudden they came out of that opening drive, the Witches did. It was just Levitt left, Levitt right, Levitt center. And I wonder, maybe saving those big plays as you start to get, now we're under 10 minutes here to go, still trailing by 4 is Brewer. At some point you're going to have to go back to just put the ball in 12's hands and let him go.
2nd and 7 from the 22. Man in motion. Levitt drops the ball, hit by Kirian, and that's the end of that. Well, the drop there on the shotgun snap blew that play up. Kirian was in there in the backfield, and also Zane Erickson, too, just to make sure. A loss of 2. So they're looking at a 3rd and 9 now. 3rd down and 9 at the 20.
You're Brewer. The other thing you got to think about, obviously, you're deep in your territory here. But how many chances are you going to get? How many more possessions are you realistically going to get? Because you know what Winslow's going to do on offense.
3rd and 9 from the 20-yard line. As we approach 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Levitt from the gun. Levitt up the middle. Levitt breaks a tackle, and he's got the first down at the 30-yard line. That's a huge first down for the Witches. Gets him out of a 3rd and long and moves the sticks to the 30-yard line. So Ethan Levitt on 3rd and 9 gets 10.
Now, like you said, more importantly, keeps the drive going.
It's a sale at the Snack Shack, half off at all food and on all food, and we're tethered here. How about that,
That's
huh?
factual.
Life is so unfair.
They're lucky we are, because we might put them out of business.
1st and 10 at the 30. Levitt in the shotgun. Low snap, handles it. Levitt looks for room, finds room. Somebody's got him by the jersey, but he still is able to drag that Winslow player up to the 38, maybe the 39-yard line.
That's Kirian, I think, that had him by the jersey.
A gain of
about 8, right?
Yeah, let's go with 8.
191 yards
Wow.
on the ground for Levin on 17 carries.
He's had a day.
He had the credit to Winslow, though. He had 159 at half, and up until these last 2 runs, really hadn't been doing much.
Yeah, they've slowed him up a little bit. Now he's out wide to the right. And at quarterback is Hunter Marathu. So from the Wildcat here, And Marathu going to run the football. Marathu to the 40, 45 midfield. He breaks away. He's got some speed for a big man. 20, 10. He stiff arms one tackler, and Hunter Marathu is all the way down near the 5-yard line.
How about that stiff arm? What about 57, right? Because if you gave him the 5.
Yes. Great stiff arm by Hunter Marathu, who, as he was running, turned back and was able to see the Winslow defender coming at him, stick the arm out, and ward off one tackler before the next one caught him. And Winslow takes a timeout here. He is down at the 7-yard line. So it is 1st and goal for Brewer at the 7-yard line, trailing 12-8 as we reset things here. Game reset brought to you by Mid-State Machine. 7:37 to go in a major spot in this game. It is 1st and goal for Brewer after that long run by Hunter Marathu at the 7-yard line. It's 12-8 Winslow.
50, as we're showing you the replay, those watch the stream. Again, that stiff arm. There's been a lot of competition for one of my favorite highlights this year. I love the Burnham touchdown. That stiff arm individually, that's up there. That's up there.
That was almost a Heisman pose stiff arm, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Huh?
Give him 55 on the run. And like you said, that was the question I was going to ask because both these teams really have not thrown the ball. Wins a little bit more success. But Brewer, if you don't get that big third down that Levitt picked up where he gets 10 when they need 9, maybe get one more if you're lucky, and then there's a chance Winslow scores. So this huge drive for the Witches.
All right, 1st and goal at the 7 for Brewer. Winslow took the timeout. They have made their defensive call. Witches come out with Levitt in the shotgun. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Levitt calls for the ball, running left side all the way. Ethan Levitt bounces outside, sees room, and he waltzes in. Touchdown, Brewer.
I said there, Winslow tried to hem that in. Nice stiff defense there up front. But then he's able to bounce out as everybody crowds in. Overcommitment there from the cornerback who gets lost in the shuffle. And Levitt waltzes into the end zone.
81-yard drive for the Witches for the score. 14-12.
Now here's the challenge. Conventional wisdom, right, says you kick the field goal, you kick the extra point to go up 3, but in this weather, after Winslow botched the first one, and understandably he was dumping at that point, no team has wanted to put their holder in that situation.
All right, so they're going Wildcat here with Hunter Marathu. Here's the snap. A handoff. Bouncing to the outside. Going is Youngs, and he's in for the 2. Stephen Youngs out of the Wildcat in for the 2-point conversion. It's 16-12. And, of course, Winslow does have Hassan Hobby, but that 2-point conversion kind of takes him out of the mix as far as a field goal is concerned. And, of course, the weather does, too.
Yeah, I think you're Winslow. Obviously, you don't want to give that up, but I think you're the coaching staff. Just makes your job a little easier because you know what the decision is now.
Touchdown all the way is what you need.
So
Brewer in the lead after an 81-yard drive, a 7-yard run by Levitt for the touchdown. Youngs, the run for the 2-point conversion, and it's 16-12 as it opens up yet again.
Yeah, this also makes, I think, the Winslow coaching staff's decision a little bit easier, too. But while we're at it, let's see the stiff arm herd round Central Maine. As you'll get to see the highlight again of Marathu, 55 yards to set that whole thing up. Next play, obviously, 7 for Levitt.
Well, we're going to start a Play of the Week feature here on the score, and that certainly is one of the early clubhouse leaders right now.
Well, to stiff arm, I think correctly, and I don't know, I never played football, but I feel like the answer, right, is you got to do it with conviction. And there's nothing that expresses conviction more to me than Marathu turning 3/4 of the way around to stiff arm.
A lot of conviction there. Marathu's going to kick it off here. 7:31 to go in the game, and Brewer up. He goes smartly on the ground. Costigan picks it up at the 20. Costigan reverses, and he is down at the 29-yard line.
That was a worm burner by Marathon.
And that's probably the best way to do things for the rest of the day today, kickoff-wise.
Yeah, I'm with you because, one, obviously you got to pick it up, which is tough because it's going to roll on the grass. Second thing is, as you saw with Costigan, really hard to get your momentum going.
Right. 29-yard line of Winslow on the kickoff.
Now, with all the celebration we had of the stiff arm and the touchdown, Brewer defense got to stiffen up here because Winslow is fully capable as an offense of burning this 7-24 and going up.
A lot of time left, a lot of football left. 1st and 10 from the 29 for Winslow, 7:24 to go. In the fourth quarter, 16-12. Raiders double wing. Double handoff. They go to Kirian. Kirian turns the corner and to the 35-yard line. Interesting that in all the rain they go with the double handoff.
Yeah, I got to be honest. There was a defender lurking over there, so Brewer did a nice job commit-wise. I think Costigan should have kept that.
And having said all of that, he still got 7, did Matt Kirian. Second down and 3.
Yeah, don't me take away. Matt Kirian is by far and away, in my opinion, the best player on this Winslow team. Costigan had a ton of space.
Second down and 3 from the 36. In a driving rain. Fortin, the handoff, sweep right side. Kirian breaks one tackle, can't break the second one. The surge, though, pushed him forward, and he ends up probably getting enough for the first down. So they'll move the sticks, and it'll be 1st and 10. A running clock here with 6.5 to go. 1st and 10 from the 43. 16-12 Brewer. Too many men on the field, but nobody saw it for Brewer. As running off the field late there for the Witches was Cooper Charette. The play up the middle, we got a late flag down thrown by the back judge. And maybe he saw it. Yeah, he did.
He's counting them now.
Okay. He did. He did see it.
He heard you. Mac, I think he's got Central Maine Sports up in his earpiece.
Well, we can't rule that out.
I'm just saying because he didn't catch it initially. Like you said, it ran off late. They ran the snap, and then that flag came out after the play was
because
done.
He literally, as you could see from Sean Schott, there was counting the amount of Witches in the huddle, so it's a 5-yard penalty, and I believe that goes into the books as illegal participation these days. We used to call it too many men on the field. 1st and 10.
So give Fortin, the 49, so 5 would it give him 3 on the run and then 5 on the penalty.
Right, so it's 2nd and short. Up the middle, the give to Broderick Bimson, and Bimson pushed back, although they give him forward progress, and they say it's a 1st down. So Broderick Bimson, the sophomore, gets the 1st down.
Bimson gets 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but shouldn't that last on that penalty, one or the other, right? You either take the penalty or the yardage, or no?
That's what I would think, yes.
That's what I thought.
Might have been a miscall there.
But either, I mean.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been added on.
Yes. First and 10.
From the 47. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, handoff to Costigan. Costigan trying to get it outside, and he gets inside the 45 to about the 44. Davian Costigan with the carry. And actually, we'll put him out at the 43-yard line, so a gain of 4 there. Clock continues to run. 5:52.
Costigan's first carry.
Winslow used 1 or 2 timeouts. I forgot to.
I think 1, right? Just after that big run.
Okay, yes.
And so this drive started at about 8:30.
Yes, so they've run about 3.5 minutes off the clock. Little pitch to Kirian. Kirian, a little dance to the 40. Look at that pile move, and it keeps on moving, and it moves far enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I just point that out because, they're pick up another 1st down, obviously, there. And Winslow going to melt a ton of clock off.
Tucker Palmerlow doing a great job today being the ball boy. The starting quarterback for Winslow, who's been out all year because of a broken collarbone. Yeoman work there with that towel or towels on the sidelines. First and 10. Here's the pitch to Kirian. Kirian wrapped up low. Good tackle down there by Morgan Judkins, who's played really well today for Brewer, a sophomore, making the tackle, wrapping up Kirian down low to take away any potential move of the pile.
Not just that, as we show on the replay, we'll show it one more time. Those watching the stream, if you watch on the contact here, as Kieran starts to go backwards, that ball squirted up. He had to regain the possession of it.
It's a thing. 2nd and 10, under 5 minutes to go. It is 16-12 Brewer, which is looking for their first win. Their defense is going to have to make a play in order to get it. Back to throw Fortin. Fortin looks. Fortin throws left. It's knocked down. Fortin's pass knocked out by Eli Wall.
I like the play design. You had players out there. The problem is you had both, was that Young and Kirian in the exact same spot.
So it is incomplete. Clock stops, 4:39 left in the fourth quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
On the day, Mike, Kirian officially 24 yards, 183 yards. He's also got, 24 rushes, 183 yards. Also 2 catches, so 26 total touches.
It's a pretty good day. 3rd down and 10 from the 37. Fortin sets him down. Kirian hands it off inside. Breaking to the outside for the Black Raiders as Nolan Kelly gets to the 30-yard line. He got 7. Actually Costigan, Davian Costigan. So it'll be 4th down, and this play right here is huge, obviously. 4th and 4 at the 30. Winslow down by 4. 16-12. Let's see what West Littlefield calls here. 4th and 4 from the 30-yard line with 4 minutes to go. Winslow trailing by 4. Double wing. Costigan right wing, Kirian left wing. And movement, is it on? Yeah. It is on the defense. Oh, goodness gracious. What a bad penalty for Brewer to take, and that will be a 1st down.
What a crucial penalty. Wow, heartbreaker.
Can't do it. 1st and 10 for Winslow at the 25. 3:40 left, a running clock. Out of the double wing, Fortin sets him down. Kirian, little pitch. Kirian zigzags through. Kirian breaks a tackle, and Kirian is inside the 30 to about the 27. He's inside the 20 to about the 17. So it'll be 2nd down and 3. Clock really not a big deal as far as Winslow is concerned now. 3:10 left. They can certainly take their time and do what they want to do. 2nd down and 3 at the 17. Bimson the fullback, Kirian wing left, Costigan wing right. Fortin, the handoff inside to Costigan. Costigan, after the pitch to Kirian, handed off by him to Costigan, and Costigan's to the 15.
There's a lot of traffic in his way, but I think Costigan also might have lost an edge there as he was trying to plant.
All right, 3rd and about a yard for a 1st down. 3rd down and 1. We are down to 2:25 left in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1 from the 15. Fortin brings him out in the double wing. 3rd and 1. And Winslow takes a timeout. West Littlefield didn't like something there. Calls timeout with 2:11 left in the fourth quarter. And Brewer nursing a 16-12 lead.
Yeah, I mean, man, you hate to see it, but it's one of those things, Mike. How does a team get to 0-5? Usually execution a big part of it, and that encroachment. You had it, and I'm not saying I think Winslow's fully capable. It was 4th and 4. They're capable of handing the ball to Matt Kirian and him picking up at 4. But to not even put Winslow in a position to have to make that play, just a backbreaker.
Yep, it's one of those things that identifies a team that hasn't won a game. Making mistakes at critical times. Can't do it. Got to be disciplined there. 3rd and a yard here for Winslow at the Brewer 15, 16-12. Brewer in the lead. Double wing. Bimson the fullback. Fortin. I think he's trying to draw him off sides. Instead, after the long snap count, it's the tush push. And it is a successful tush push and a flag late.
I'm gonna guess that's on Brewer. I think they had, again, Mike, he's counting. I think they had 12 out there again.
Let's see. Illegal participation is the trophy. Illegal participation, not a participation trophy. It was an illegal participation trophy penalty on Brewer. 2nd time here in the second half. Can't do it. So the Witches are self-destructing right before everyone's eyes.
Yeah, so they did mark it up again because they got to the 12. So they got 3 yards when they needed 1, and then they gave them 5 more.
So that must be the rule book. So it is 1st and goal at the 6. Winslow looking to go back in front. The pitch to Costigan. He turns the corner and gets inside the 5 to about the 3 Eli wall again on the tackle for Brewer. So Davian Costigan turns it inside the 5. And they say he's at the 2, so give him 4. Clock running, 1:40 left. Brewer showing no signs of stopping it. 2nd down and goal at the 2. Winslow trying to regain the lead from the double wing. Fortin pushes, and there isn't any surge there. He gets nothing.
Nice job by the Brewer defense. And there's the Brewer timeout.
Brewer takes timeout with 1:16 left in regulation. And there will be no overtime because the scoring possibilities take it right out of the mix.
Wait. That is oh no, in high school they don't have the return rule, do they, against the extra point attempt?
Right.
I was going to say there is a way, but not in this level.
Your brain's working, though. I'll give you credit for that.
I was going to say, because collegiately in the professional level, they score a touchdown and then it goes the other way on the extra point. That's 18-18. But yes, good call.
Barring the unlikely thought of 2 safeties in the final minute 16, we're not going to end up in a tie.
Credit to, I'm surprised, Mike, are you surprised the first 2 plays of 1st and goal, and maybe you just milk some more clock, 33 doesn't touch the ball.
He's the best player on the field in black and orange.
The first one surprised me more so because you throw that pitch to Costigan, who had to one-hand snag that. And again, ball security has been a challenge at times for Winslow. That surprised me that was the play call.
3rd and goal at the 2. Brewer 16, Winslow 12. 1:16 left in regulation. Fortin double wing. No, check that. They come out I formation. Wing left is Costigan. Curian dotting the I. They give it to him. Curian is in. Touchdown, Winslow.
Like I said, just make me a coach. What did I say? Give it to 33.
So Winslow goes 71 for the score. Comes with 1:13 left. And it is 18-16. Winslow will go for 2 in this sloppy weather. And they'll come out in an I formation. Raiders trying to tack 2 on. Fortin to Curian. That's the exact same play. He powers, but he cannot get there. So it will stay 18-16. 1:13 left in the 4th quarter.
Look at that touchdown again. Pretty simple there. Good push by Winslow. And that officially, Mike, put Curian on the ground. Or let me say unofficially till I tallied up. But 26 carries, 192 rushing yards.
Well, I said 25 needed to be reached when it came to carries, and he's there.
Yeah, the actual impressive, I think, numbers, once we tally them up, is his total yards, because it looks like right now it's something in the lines of he has 212 of about, what is it, 30, 50, 212 of about 300, if that, of the total offense today.
1 minute, 13 seconds left. Hassan Hobby will kick off. Perry is on the far side. On the near side is Willett. Brewer is going to have to make a play in order to end their winless season. Hobby, a high kick. Willett comes over. It skips by him, and it goes out of bounds. That's a break for Brewer.
Yeah, that is. There was a little bit of panic there for a second because that was well in front of him.
If that stops there, then you've got trouble, but Willett let it go. He took a gamble. And so Brewer will take the ball at the 35-yard line.
Worth noting, Mike, that is the first Winslow penalty.
Wow.
And could be a crucial one. Gives them solid, I mean, not spectacular, but solid field position.
1st and 10 at the 35. So let's see what Ethan Levitt and this Brewer offense are able to do. Down 2, 18-16. They break huddle. Coming wide to the right is Marathu. One receiver to the left, and we have got a timeout called by Winslow. West Littlefield didn't like something, so he takes timeout. So let's just reset everything here. And our game reset, as always, is brought to you by Mid-State Machine. 1 minute, 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It is Winslow 18, Brewer 16. Brewer with a 1st and 10 after the timeout here at their own 35, needing 2 to tie. And that's our game reset brought to you by Mid-State Machine.
Worth noting, we already have seen Levitt on the day. He's got 18 carries, 198 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We've seen him go for, 71, and he went for 42 on the first play of the game.
All right, Winslow's decided what they want to do defensively. And here comes Brewer, 1st and 10. All right, they're going to go Wildcat because Levitt is wide to the right side. Marathu's the quarterback in the Wildcat. They have run this a few times today. Falls for the ball, runs left side, looking for a block. We've seen he can break away, and he gets to the 40-yard line. And let's see if they go no huddle. They do.
Marathu pushed down one of his own blockers.
And Levitt will go back to quarterback in the shotgun. Now he will run it left side, trying to get to that sideline, and he does. Nice job there by Ethan Levitt to get to the sideline and get out of bounds at midfield. He got 10 in a first down.
Nice job. He had to shed a tackle. Nice job by him. As you see here on the replay, breaks that tackle, but like you said, able to get out of bounds.
That's the key. He got the first, and he got out of bounds to stop the clock, 45.4. 1st and 10 at midfield. 18-16 Winslow. Every game we have here is a wing dinger.
Everybody thinks we're joking, but it's true.
Levitt in the shotgun, bad snap. It got scuffed there by the center. And imagine if you're a center trying to snap the ball with one hand in this weather. And he scuffed it because I think it slipped out of his hands, and so that cost him 5 yards.
And a timeout, unfortunately.
Yeah, I had to take time out there, so 38.7. And unless you've got just, super-sized, Shaquille O'Neal-sized hands, snapping the ball on a day like today in the weather is not going to be easy at all.
And then again, Brewer has not attempted a pass in the second half. At halftime, 2 for 4, 1 yard. So, I mean, if Brewer obviously not confident in the passing game as we've seen, this weather obviously probably a big part of that equation too. But if you've got something in the bag of tricks you've been saving, now's a good time to pull it out. As I say that, the rain starts to pour a little bit harder.
Yep, and the wind comes back with it, too. 2nd and 15 from the Brewer 45, 38.7 seconds left. Levitt in the shotgun, 18-16 Winslow. Snap is on the money. Blocker out in front. Levitt going for the sidelines. Gets over there. Goes down the sidelines. Look out! He breaks a tackle. He's inside the 35. And he is spotted out of bounds. Let's see, right at the 35. That's a big play.
I think, yeah, you're right, 35, so give him 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, he got out of bounds with 29 seconds left. So 1st and 10, and this thing is not over.
And like you said, not just the first down, obviously, which stops the clock. He got out of bounds again, which just stops it in perpetuity.
And he has Caleb Colby, an offensive lineman, with him in the backfield, 57, as a blocker. They're going to keep it on the ground. Levitt breaks up, breaks another tackle. Levitt is down inside the 25-yard line. And very quickly, they have to get the ball set. He is at the 24. Clock starts to run. The ball is snapped. It slipped out of the center's hands again. They got a timeout before that. So let's see if they put some time back on the clock, or if the timeout came after the play. I guess the timeout will be called after the play. So 15.4 seconds left. 2nd and 10, not that matters a whole lot now, at the 25-yard line, because it's 2nd down and score.
Yeah, and I think that's the last Brewer timeout, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so now you can't stop the clock again. And then, man, talk about pressure. That's two on this drive snaps from the center that have just not come anywhere close to getting back to where they needed to be. 3 on the day.
So, do you throw?
If you got something in the wheelhouse. I mean, I would think if you're Brewer, right, if you could bootleg Levitt to the left where they keep running that and he just stopped and planted, I'd got to think someone crossing his face could get open because Winslow would cheat on that. Question is, in this weather with Levitt, how comfortable do you feel doing that?
So let's see what Scott Flagg has in the playbook here for 2nd and 11 from the 25-yard line of Winslow. The Raiders lead 18-16, 15.4 seconds left. Levitt in the gun. Calls for the ball. Snap is good. He goes for the sidelines. He is caught by Bimson, but he got out of bounds. He lost yardage, but he got out of bounds. And they're almost in a must-throw situation here, don't you think?
Yes, I think so. That play, I think that was strung out nicely, and Levitt, to his credit, I think saw that was not going to work and immediately took off towards the sideline, and he was lucky to get out of bounds.
So he is just outside the 30-yard line, so it is 3rd down and goal, basically.
Yeah.
At the 31. It's actually 3rd and 17. 9.4 seconds left. You got to think they're going to throw it here. Because if you run and don't get out of bounds, this game is going to be over. Wide to the left side is Perry. Wide to the right side, Marathu. Levitt in the gun. Goes to the left. Looks to throw. Flips it up for the end zone. It is there. It is incomplete. It is short of the intended receiver, Jake Perry. And you could see there that Levitt really had a problem hanging on to that ball to get anything on it at all. And here's the game right here. Here's the game.
Yeah, that was a rainbow.
4.6 seconds left. And are they going to try a field goal? They are. Stephen Youngs is going to try a field goal to win the game. This is a 47-yard field goal attempt by Youngs. Perry late on the field. The snap is good. It is down. It is short. And that is going to run the clock out, and this one is over. A game that literally came down to the final seconds. And a 47-yard field goal attempt is short. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know why Brewer is saying and signaling touchdown. The ball was never picked up.
Yeah, all they can do is down it, right?
Yes, all you can do is down it. Hold on.
They look like they're
now they're going to have a conference.
Let me see if I can tell on the replay, because I grabbed a replay of that. I don't know if I stopped it short of the celebration. We'll take a look here. They run a man on late. That was nowhere close.
Field goal obviously very short. Ball did not make it to the end zone.
I don't think Winslow touched it. They all look like they ran to the sideline.
Right.
Brewer ran down to grab it.
All right, so no good, game over. So the suspense is over. In a game that literally came down to the final second, the final score in this one, Winslow Black Raiders 18 and the Brewer Witches 16. The postgame show is next on The Score.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Welcome back to cozy little Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. Mike Violet, AJ Knight, Sean Packard back here live at Poulin Field, where the Black Raiders have won today 18-16. This game certainly isn't going to win any style points for sure. A real slogfest in the quagmire of the weather here in Winslow. 8-6. Raiders led at the end of one. Brewer led at the end of one. And then Winslow came back, got the go-ahead touchdown after a 95-yard drive in the second quarter, 30-yard run by Matt Curian. Curian's run for the 2-point conversion, no good. And at the half, it was 12-8 in favor of Winslow. No scoring at all in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Belfast went in front, that is, after an 81-yard drive, a 7-yard run by Ethan Levitt. Youngs ran it in for the 2-point conversion, and the Witches had a fourth quarter lead, probably for the first time all year at 16-12, but Winslow took the ensuing kickoff, went 71 yards for a score, and Matt Curian scored the touchdown to put the Raiders ahead with 1:13 to go, a 2-yard touchdown run. His attempt to run for the 2-point conversion, no good, 18-16. Brewer had a shot at it. They brought the ball down deep into Winslow territory, but the drive sputtered out there, and so they stay winless at 0-6.
Yeah, just nothing. I mean, there's obviously you can't point to just one play because obviously there's a series of them. That encroachment on 4th and 4 extended the drive, didn't even make Winslow have to pick up that first down, and then the weather, whatever it is, the inability to throw the ball late. Had a couple nice runs to put yourself in position, and then I think a couple of those last play calls put the offense in a rough situation. Final numbers for Brewer: Levitt had 23 rushes, 228 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Merrithew finished 9 rushes, 78 yards. Big one's going to stand out, though. 8 penalties, 71 yards for the Witches. On the Winslow side, 26 rushes, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a fumble loss for Curian. 2 catches for 20 yards as well, so give him 212 total yards out of about, I think, 300 for Winslow. I don't know if it's made that far. Fortin, 3 for 6, 44 passing yards and a touchdown, but the number again, what was it? I think 4 times again today, Winslow put the ball down. They lost 2 of them. They were able to overcome it again, but I think we've got 14 fumbles with 7 lost in the 3 games we've done for the Black Raiders.
Yep. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up here because we are wet, cold, and tired in no particular order. So for Sean Packard, for A.J. Knight, Mike Violet saying so long from Jerry Poolenfield in Winslow. Final score in this one, Winslow Black Raiders 18, Brewer Witches 16.
This high school sports presentation on the place for local sports, The Score, has been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone & Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Joseph's Market, the Harry J. Smith Company, Computer Improvements, Casella Waste, and by Dixon's Country Market. For all your local sports action, keep it right here on the place for local sports, The Score.